Hey guys, it's Abel with World Standard Audio. In this video, I was able to actually meet up with a good friend of mine. His name is Eddie Big Dawg Morris, CEO of Big Dawg Supplements, one of the most popular supplement lines in Miami. I was able to catch him while he was actually putting a new fitness center together, so I was able to kind of catch him short notice. If you'll notice, everything I do, again, I practice what I preach. Everything I do is raw and organic. Everything is straight, like designed to demonstrate to you guys that there is no excuse not to produce content and sit down in front of people. And I did it in this next interview that you're going to see. We're going to be talking about celebrity fitness, one of the most important aspects of the industry, if not the most, because of the fact that since you're in the entertainment industry, not only is fashion, but fitness is a very important, depending on obviously on the style of music and genre, but I believe that fitness and your image is very important in serving your fans and, leading by example and demonstrating a good quality of life. So guys, check out this interview. It's going to be really good. Hope you guys enjoy it.
And I'm about to sack, I cut the dope for it. Bitch, I need that pack, I kick the dope for it. Say you moving.
Hey guys, what's going on? Abel here with World Standard Audio, and in this video, we're going to touch on the topic of celebrity fitness. I got the main man right here, Eddie Big Dawg Morris, CEO of Big Dawg Supplements. He created a supplement line that's very popular and well known here in Miami. You got athletes, you got bodybuilders, you got artists, musicians, anybody that's trying to get fit or just have a better lifestyle as far as their physical, their fitness lifestyle. He's one of the guys that's very well known in Miami. Actually, introduce yourself, Eddie. How long, just to kind of get into it, and you know how we roll, we do everything raw and organic. Eddie, when did you actually start this line of Big Dawg Supplements, and what made you want to start the Big Dawg Supplement culture?
I've been doing this for about 21 years now, since I was 16 years old. Actually, since I was 15 years old, and now I'm 36 years old, so that's 21 years right there. I've always been into the health and fitness industry, training people, getting people ready, working for companies like Bally's, Any Fitness, etc., becoming GMs, working in vitamin shop, different places. So then I thought to do it myself, and I wanted to see a difference in people, change people's lives, and be one-on-one with people. And then I wanted to come up with a product and a brand. When I started seeing in vitamin shop all these proprietary blends, all these products that people don't even understand what's inside of the brand and what's inside of the product, it just says matrix, take this, take that, and it doesn't tell the person what it is. So I wanted to do that without having a proprietary blend. So I wanted to put what was in the bottle, it's on the label. So whatever I tell you that's on that label is inside of the bottle, 100%, no fucking around, no fillers, no nothing.
And I mean, to start a company, man, and branch off on your own, being in an industry, like as an entrepreneur, what are some of the most gutsy moves you had to make this decision to go solo and be like, you know what, I'm going to start my own company. I'm going to, what's one of the biggest, toughest roads you had to go through in taking the entrepreneur route and starting your own brand?
Saving up money, bro, little by little. 2 years living in my car, living under a fucking bridge, living here and there. Picking up all the pennies, selling from my car supplements because I didn't work for Vitamin Shop no more. I said I could do it myself. Some companies try to tell you you can't make it, and you can. So that's what I did. Saved up 12 grand, opened up my store. 10 years later, wanted to come up with a brand. I focused on it for 3 years to see all the bad things that were gonna happen before the good things. You gotta fucking always weigh out the bad before the good things. And then I eventually saw that I can do this and be first of all, Hispanic, and be the first one to do it, be young, and start little by little and just put, like I said, what's on the label is inside the bottle. Cut no bullshit with the people and put in real good products in there, and listen to everyone and take ingredients from each and individual person and put it all together into one complete package.
Now, as an entrepreneur, man, I mean, I know there was probably a bunch of times in your career that you just wanted to give up. When you started that path of starting your brand and going solo, was there a point where you just wanted to give up and just throw in the towel? And if you did, what was the final thing that you said, fuck it? Excuse me, well, fuck it, right? Fuck it, I'm gonna just stop right here and give up. What could have been that point?
Never.
So you never been a quitter?
I love fucking haters. They're the #1 fans. A hater is a fan who just doesn't know it yet. That's all it is, bro. And the more you hate, the more I want. The more I want to keep going and going and going. And you guys should do the same thing. Don't ever let nobody tell you, not even your fucking family members, they're gonna hate on you. They're gonna hate on your success. just keep pushing forward and keep grinding and keep moving forward. And bro, if you want it, you gotta give 100%. No matter if it takes you from 1 year to 20 years. Once you've reached it and you know you accomplished it, move on to the next goal, move on to the next dream, and move on to the next journey.
Woo! Yo, that's some heat right there, guys. If you guys aren't taking notes right now, you should just stop the video right now. Honestly, with all this heat that he's dropping right now, you know, it's incredible. Now, let's kind of like, because I know you're pressed on time and I don't want to take too much of your time. We deal with a lot of artists, you already know. A lot of artists in this industry, you know, their main focus is to get fit, to live a healthy lifestyle, because a lot of artists do a lot of touring. They need to get prepped up for like music videos. What would you suggest? And this is the free tip, guys, okay? Because I promised you guys I was going to give you guys a little insider free tips. What would be the tip that you would give them, and what would be the tip and what would be the supplement that you would suggest for an artist to get the type of like, you know, and let's make an example here. For an artist that wants to get the physique or the body type of like a Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne has a very, you know, slim body type that, you know, because he's always traveling, he's always in and out of studios. There's a lot of artists, they spend a lot of time in studios. They really don't have time to go into gyms all the time. They're always moving around. Like, what would be the tip for the individual watching right now that's their current situation, which I know from experience and working with artists? What would be the tip?
First, it depends on your budget. You guys aren't artists, because artists, you know, they have money, so they're gonna go all out. They're gonna put 100%. They're gonna do the aminos, the protein, the creatine, the glutamine, the L-carnitine. They're gonna do the full 9 yards. If you guys don't have the money for supplements, food. Period. Eat healthy. Cut your carbs at a certain time if you want trying to get lean. Take in your carbs in the morning at a specific time. Cut them all out. If you're trying to get lean, it's called a carb cycle. You go up and down. It's like a roller coaster. You do so many amount of carbs, 1, 2, 3 days. The next days you go 0. 0 means no carbs, just vegetables and protein, fish, chicken, steak, etc. Extra lean ground turkey, period. And just fluctuate. You guys got to go up and down. You got to feel your body, know what works for your body. Some different types of carbs, those are starches like potatoes, rice, breads. For me, cut out breads. You got to figure out oatmeal, figure out what works for you. And if that works, what works for you, use it. If something makes you feel bloated, take it out. It's not gonna work for you. So those are the type of things you guys gotta figure out. So if you don't have the money for it, food is the key, because you know you're gonna eat food.
And for those that aren't really familiar, would you suggest I've heard a lot of you know, like from people just on forums online. Is it true that the mirror is the real scale, or should the scale be the actual scale on the floor that you stand on? What should be the real scale? The sculpting?
Yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror. The mirror is the whole entire thing, not the weight. Because
a lot of people say, yeah, I've gained weight, but
gain what? Muscle, fat. Look at yourself. Exactly. Look at yourself in the mirror. And if you look leaner, then there's your answer. Because you see one guy that weighs 200 pounds, and then you see another guy that weighs the same exact amount, but this guy has much more muscle density. You're gonna say, I want to look like this guy. Well, that's in your diet. So it just depends on what you see in the mirror. It's exactly what you do.
Okay. And how about for somebody that, you know, that's the nutrition part. Now we're gonna just, you know, after this one, we're gonna cut it short. As far as like exercises for an artist that, yeah, let's say they start doing some of the dieting, because nutrition is very important. As far as like workout tips, maybe they're pressed on time, they're probably working regular jobs, but yet they still need to go to the studio and record their demos, or they're constantly moving around. What would be a recommended like workout routine, like the most basic workout routine?
You're gonna have 2 times a week. Let's say you want to do 2 times a week. Do called push and pull. All pushing and pulling exercises. So you know that pushing is your chest, pushing is your tricep, pulling is your back, pulling is your bicep, pushing is your legs. Try to do all push and pull exercises added together. You can do like chest and bicep, back and tricep, legs and shoulders. Done. 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. If you don't have time, if you want to incorporate all, you can do shoulders, bicep, tricep, and then you can do chest and back. Boom. Legs, you got to figure out a time you got to do legs.
Which by the end of this video, there's going to be a link that we're going to provide in the bottom. It's going to have the link to his website, that he's going to have tons of like ideas and concepts and workout routines, and he does personal training, he does all that stuff. So in the link in the bottom, just click on the link, and you're going to see all the access to more details and more information on that. Eddie, man, I do appreciate you taking the time and to talk to me, man, and talk to my audience. You know, is there any last tip that you can give them, just from like, just overall, from as an entrepreneur, businessman, for an independent artist that wants to get fit, just life, like a life hack right now that you can drop a bomb on us before we end this short?
You got a key. You guys always got a key, right? You got a key to your house, you got a key to your car. You got a key to something, key to your business, key to whatever. Just remember, God never shuts one door without opening another. So every time you have a key, it always opens up a door. No matter if it closes behind you, find another door to open.
Woo. Yo, that's some bomb, man, there. Yo, thanks, Eddie, man. I appreciate it. Guys, go to bigdogsupplements.com. Go to the bottom. There's going to be a lot of information. I hope you guys locked in the information that we gave you today because, I mean, you know, you can't get this anywhere else, man. It's your boy, Abel from World Standard Audio. Remember, you keep making music. We're going to keep pushing it. See you guys soon.